Hi everyone, I am Pranali Shinde. Today I am presenting on behalf of my co-author Aqueasha Martin-Hammond our paper designing to support blind and visually impaired older adults in managing the invisible labor of social participation, opportunities and challenges. Our research is affiliated with Indiana University, Indianapolis. Today I will discuss these agenda items focusing on research motivation, findings and discussions. Continued social participation is a key determinant of healthy aging that lowers the risk of isolation and loneliness, which leads to better overall social well being. This includes developing and maintaining healthy relationships with others, which can have positive effects on both physical and mental health in later life. Online social technologies like social media and voice assistant technologies have been found beneficial to help older adults stay socially active and meet their social engagement needs. However, some older adults choose not to participate in online social interventions and they prefer engaging with others directly in offline social interactions, such as participating in group activities within their local communities. Yet, managing and navigating offline community social activities can pose different challenges, and some older adults, those with visual disabilities, may face additional challenges due to accessibility barriers. We conducted exploratory interviews with 16 older adult participants who are either blind or visually impaired. Our participants were asked to complete a survey before interview to provide demographical information and details about the technological usage. All were provided with a grocery gift card for their participation. We used National Institute of Health Social Wellness Toolkit to frame the interview protocol to draw out participants' key experiences engaging in a variety of social activities within their community. The aim was to understand current experiences, strategies, and barriers they face attempting to interact with others. We also wanted to understand the technologies they are using to interact with others, in particular voice technologies, which have been found very useful for supporting those with visual disabilities. All recruited 16 participants had visual disabilities, and 6 were self reported, and additional disabilities such as hearing impairment or motor disability. 5 participants reported chronic illness, whereas 7 participants self reported experiencing feelings of loneliness in the year prior to our study. 6 participants reported feelings of social isolation, and 5 reported having depression or mood related challenges in the past year. Our findings suggest that participants preferred to join social activities such as volunteering or group physical activity classes within their communities to connect with other people. And over time, they developed strategies to continue participation. Despite this, they described challenges when attempting to engage socially in their communities. In addition to common barriers, participants described engaging in additional invisible labor to ensure their accessibility needs were met and to manage others' perception and awareness of their accessibility needs. We found that while technology was useful, participants felt that there were additional opportunities to support them in managing social participation. I will summarize our findings related to these 3 high-level themes in next few slides. However, please refer our paper for more information. Many participants reported feelings of social isolation, loneliness, and depression. However, most stayed engaged and found various ways to connect with others regularly. As they aged, participants found it difficult to meet new people who shared their interest due to life events or caregiving responsibilities. For example, adapting to social networks caused by retirement, pandemic, or caregiving responsibilities, including illness or death of their partners. Despite these challenges, they developed strategies to stay involved. Participants recognized the significance of social engagement in older age. While they enjoyed group activities, they found Choosing the right social group required careful thought. Some preferred smaller groups, others liked the larger ones. Some wished to be with people who have similar disabilities, while others preferred diversity regardless of the disability or the age. While our findings demonstrate that participants enjoyed engaging socially and being involved in various group activities helped them to be active and to learn new things, they also shared that they needed to develop additional strategies for finding suitable social events in their cities or neighborhoods because of factors related to their personal experiences as a blind or visually impaired individual or due to the need to adapt to sighted environments. Aligned with Shakespeare's social model of disability, we found that the experiences our participants described were often limitations constructed by society. They shared experiences developing strategies and managing accessible needs and situations that align with the definition of invisible labor to engage in community social events. Our participants expressed the need to develop various strategies for building their social network as older adults with visual disabilities. One participant mentioned attending a blind school where he mainly interacted with blind individuals, which made it difficult to socialize beyond that circle later in life. Two participants eventually found blind groups organizing social activities. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many such activities stopped and they felt a lack of initiative to restart them. Therefore, participants described challenges finding social groups tailored for older adults with visual disabilities due to limited awareness or limited opportunities. Participants described additional labor required to not only find transportation but also to ensure that transportation is accessible enough. They described that they would often need to do a lot of research about transportation options and the layout of the facilities before planning to go to any social event outside their home. The transportation barriers, such as lack of accessible public transport options within walking distance and flexible rideshare alternatives, in addition to the work required to research layouts, sometimes discouraged social participation and impacted their feelings of independence. In addition to the logistical challenges, participants shared that they felt sighted people sometimes did not know how to interact with non sighted individuals or were not aware of their accessibility needs. Therefore, some shared that managing others' perception and lack of awareness could sometimes be a barrier or make it difficult for them to be involved in social activities. We found that participants used technologies including telephone, email, SMS, and social media platforms like Facebook to connect with others online. However, most participants use technology as a mediator to find and coordinate offline social activities with others or within their community. When we asked our participants to specifically comment on their usage of voice technologies, all shared that they use this technology mostly for entertainment or support other daily living activities like music, listening to music, setting timers, or reading aloud books and recipes. Despite some hesitancy about voice technologies, some participants shared that while they did not currently use this technology for social purposes, they envisioned that voice technology could assist them better to connect socially in the future and can be used as a tool to help them keep up with the news about social events. Based on our findings, we discussed the design opportunities to lessen the hidden labor of social participation for older adults with visual disabilities. We found that planning for participation in community social event is layered and complex. Yet, currently, participants must manually bring together several ad hoc resources and systems to address both needs. Our exploratory research findings can be leveraged to inform future technologies to support older adults with visual disabilities in social participation. One potential design consideration is to provide more integrated technological solutions that address both accessibility and social participation needs. For example, designing a mobile or web platform for BVI older adults where community members can post relevant events that are fetched automatically from supporting applications like Facebook, online meetup pages, or Eventbrite. The platform could send notification about such events, educational classes, or activities happening per user's location in an accessible format, as well as share accessible transportation options and information about the layout of the location. Our findings suggest a potential lack of awareness or resources amongst those who host community social events on how to welcome and engage older adults with disabilities in these spaces. Therefore, designers could explore opportunities to further support education and training on how to offer inclusive social events. One potential way to address these challenges is through open access, online educational training or materials so that hosts can become more aware and identify ways to make their events more accessible and inclusive. Our findings also suggest opportunities for socio-technical interventions to help work towards balance in mixed ability social interactions. For blind and visually impaired older adults, designers should consider opportunities to support navigation and participating in mixed ability social spaces. Our findings suggest there may be additional opportunities to explore technologies that can act as a collaborator or facilitator before or within social events to enhance the accessibility. We would like to thank our participants who shared their anecdotes and experiences with us. This research is based on work supported by the National Science Foundation. Thank you.